Hi, Karmanesha. I hope you're doing well. Congratulations on being one of the winners for the free reading. And I actually do have a new deck I want to use. Well, I actually had this deck for a while, but I have never really used it. It's the Chrysalis Tarot. I love it. It's so pretty. So I think too, because the butterflies, it's like transition, because I feel like a lot of the twins are just going through this ascension. So I'm just going to freestyle this and kind of just lay out some cards. And first I'm going to see where he's at and how he's feeling towards you. So I'm going to see, first of all, where he's at. Okay, so you have the Two of Mirrors, which is the Two of Cups. So that is in reverse, and that just reminds me of a separation. So obviously you guys are in separation right now, but the fact that that's the first card that comes up is telling me that you're on his mind, and he's kind of like he doesn't like that you guys are in separation. But he does, at the same time, he wants to heal. He wants both of you guys to heal. So this is a sign of a separation and that you two are healing. So this is in his energy right now. The fact that that's the first card to show up is telling me that you are on his mind, and he misses you when, like, knowing that you two aren't together. This one wanted to come out. And the Two of Scrolls. Okay, so that's like the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is all about balance. So the fact that it's in reverse, I feel like he's made a decision. He's not really struggling on which way to go. He's making a decision to move forward. But again, I think he's just going through a lot of healing. I'm really sensing that he's going through almost like a dark night of the soul in a way. I feel like a lot of the masculines are, because they're transitioning into that. And also there's a huge shift. I'm not sure if you felt the physical symptoms of it, but with the earth ascending, it's going from the 3D to a 4D ascension. So there's a lot of twins especially that are being forced to ascend. If that was in your soul's contract, was to come here to ascend and be like, you know, your spiritual gifts or anything like that, and you're still stuck in 3D paradigms, old paradigms, then you are going to be forced to ascend. So I think anytime he's had like uncertainty, he's starting to come out of that and have clarity. I always look at the Two of Swords, or in this deck, the Two of Scrolls, as somebody coming out of a confusion and coming into clarity. So he wants to have union. I'm feeling like he wants that, but he understands there's a separation and you guys have to have it right now. This is the Chariot, the Hunter. Oh, you have two cards here. You have the Nine of Scrolls in reverse, and you have the Hunter. So the Nine of Scrolls is the Nine of Swords. So again, he's coming out of this anxiety. You know, you see how the angel's kind of just laying there all sad and just anxiety, like he's defeated or she's defeated. He's not feeling like that anymore. He's starting to feel like he can win, but he knows he has to heal, and he wants to come in and deliver something to you. And it's going to happen fast. So this transition that's going on right now with him, the fact that he's had all three reverse cards so far except for the Chariot, is telling me that there's a lot of movement on his part. So he's going to come forward when he's ready. That, I mean, we'll figure out if we can get a timeline or anything like that, but I'm feeling like once this healing happens, it's going to come through very quick. Like, he's not going to be going through this for months on end. Like, you know, with us feminines, a lot of us, when we were healing, we had to go through it for months and months and years, even some of us, where it was just one thing after another. Where the masculines, they're going to ascend very quickly, which it sounds kind of unfair, but it's because the earth is ascending, and we don't have time really for people to be lagging. I mean, within the next few years, everybody's going to be into union pretty much, but the twins that are like not in communication and they're in separation are the ones that are getting the most healing. See, here's Judgment, the Phoenix. So this is like Phoenix from the ashes. And it's basically like a rebirth. I mean, you see how pretty this bird is, all these different colors. This is like a new birth. the Judgment is the outcome is going to be amazing. It's going to be like this new love. This is just like the new earth, the Judgment. We can rejoice on this new earth and that we've all ascended. So this is definitely something that he's going through as well. He's going through a transition. And I even look at this with just all the pretty feathers. Like he's really going through, like he's coming towards this very quickly. He's got these reverse cards up here. Like he's coming out of anxiety. He's coming out of not being balanced. He knows you guys are in separation, but he wants to move towards a reunion. He wants to see where this goes. He's really trying to heal. Yeah, see, he's got the Emperor here. This is a green man, but it's in reverse. And this is just like, this is the divine masculine is how I look at it. This is the leader. I'm feeling like right now, because he's not in union with you, that's why it's in reverse. Same with the two of mirrors. It's like he's trying to, he wants to be this leader. He wants to be this man for you. So he's working very hard at that. So he could be very quiet because he's focused on trying to heal himself and become a better person. And not just physically, but spiritually, everything, emotionally. He wants to be able to offer something to you. Because, the Emperor in the traditional deck is like the father figure. And he's very, like he's a leader. And he's gentle. So this in reverse, again, it's in his energy. He wants that. But right now he feels like he's unable to give that because he's still healing. He's still going through this transition. So once he's done with this transition, he'll be able to really do it. So at the bottom of the deck here, it's the Three of Spirals. So this is all about a sturdy foundation. How he's in this tree, he's like grounded. That's like the Three of Wands in the traditional tarot. So it's about seeing a clear future and being stable and grounded. So he's definitely, this is his overall energy. That's what he's moving towards. That's why he's got, like, he's out of the, he's not confused really. He might still have some confusion because but he knows where he's going. He's moving towards something where maybe in the past he was moving, but he didn't know where he was going. So we'll pull traditional tarot as well. Okay, so yeah, how funny, the Three of Wands comes up. That was at the bottom of the deck in the Chrysalis Tarot. So yeah, this is what he wants. This is what he's looking at. He wants to start building this. It's almost the 11-11. So he wants this, he wants to get out of the separation, and so you guys can come into union. He sees a future with you. This is like outlooking the future. So the Three of Wands, he's definitely doing that. And he sees you just doing you. And he wants you to continue to love yourself and just come into your own. Because the more you come into your own and heal, that's the more that he can actually come towards you and be able to offer you something. Because the more you heal, the more he heals. Because as twin flames, if our twins are healing, we're healing. It may not be the same way, but it's happening. And then the 11-11 card comes out. How funny. I just spoke it into existence. So you got the Four of Wands, sweetie. He's definitely, yeah, he's looking for union. He wants union with you. So it's really just him healing. He's going through what he needs to go through. This Judgment here, that's all about his phoenix. He's arising from the ashes. He's literally coming forward after he gets all of this out of the way. And he's doing it fast. His healing's going to happen very fast. So wow, I love this card. I love that it came up. Like, I talked it into existence. Oh, I love it. I don't even know if I should pull anymore. I feel like that. See if anything else. Yeah, I mean, the Six of Swords is going with the flow and going to calmer water. So this is eventually going to calm down. If there's anything going on with you or like about this connection that you might be feeling a little trapped, or because I know I get that way sometimes too. Like, I had my moment. This is just a reminder that we're going to calmer waters and the situation will improve. So we don't have to worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. And see the Five of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So he's no longer feeling like a victim and that he can't come out of this. He's like I love the reverse cards that are reversed are awesome. They're the best when they're reversed, except for the Two of Mirrors, obviously. But that's just signifying a separation because you have to separate in order to heal. So that's really all that means. But everything else, it's like He's just trying to heal. That's really all I'm seeing here. And healing family issues is the first card that came up. So I'm feeling like he definitely has issues with his family, or maybe the way he grew up. I'm trying to remember, because I know I did a channeling for you not that long ago with him. And I feel like that was something that came up maybe. But the way that he was raised to see the world and how people see him is an issue. He always wants to appear like he's the good, like the cool guy. And he is a cool guy. It's just that he's got more emotions than he allows. And that's just the way he was raised and the people he was raised around, where he was taught to not show too much emotion, or, you know, you're going to look like a punk, basically. So he's healing all those old paradigms and forgiving. You know, he's healing issues that he's had with his parents and like cousins and siblings, anything like that, where he felt like maybe they didn't understand him, or he was misunderstood, stuff like that. He's healing. This one wants to come out. Yeah, express your love. So this is what he's going to do. When he's healed, he's going to come forward. That's the Chariot. I'm telling you, he's going to come forward with a message for you in passion. Yeah. So he's going to express himself to you. It's going to happen very soon. When he's done healing, he's going to express his love to you, and he's got this passion. So you might have been getting dreams lately, or maybe a lot of synchronicities, or just even feeling certain sensations that maybe aren't yours, and you're wondering where they're coming from. It's coming from him. So if you're feeling any sexual urges, or if you're just feeling any type of like even in your sacral area, if you're feeling any type of spinning around there, even like some type of, like the best way I can describe it is if like there's something in your lower belly, like butterflies, I guess, but not the butterfly feeling. It's just more of a sensation, if that makes any sense, where it's almost like you can feel your sacral chakra spinning. If you're feeling that, that is your astral bodies making love, because that is how he feels right now. And a lot of sexual energy is going on with twin flames. So if you are feeling anything, or if you're just having dreams sexually, that's what's going on. And if you're not, you're going to start having them, because just with that energy there, and just with the energy of the planet, that's really what's going on. Yeah, just trust in this process. So that's really all we can do. When it doesn't look the way we want it to look in the 3D, it's very easy for us to lose faith. But we have to always trust, because this process is divine timing. And we just really, just have faith and trust and believe. And at the bottom of the deck here, you've got stay optimistic about your love life. So this is all about keeping positive and trusting. Just trust in your heart that this is the one. I mean, you know that he is. And he wants to come forward. You got the Four of Wands here. You got the 1111 card. That's the Twin Flame card. So that's a very good start. Very good sign that he is definitely moving towards you. It may not look like it in the physical yet, but that's okay. We don't need it to. Spiritual growth. See, this is him. He's ascending. You're ascending as well, but he's getting it quick. Like all of this stuff is happening. Like I mentioned earlier, the masculines are ascending very quickly, because if they were in their ego a lot, which most of them were, and they ran from the connection, they ran from the ascension, they are being forced. It's like really initiated, and almost like the universe is saying, you have to ascend. It's time. It is time. So they are really getting some knowledge dropped on them, and their angels and guides are like seriously knocking at their door. So spiritual growth, they're learning so much about themselves and about this connection and about having faith. There's a lot going on where we can't see. Like they might be having dreams or just different things like that. So forgiveness. This is about him healing his family, healing his family issues and forgiving his family. Forgiving anything that happened that he might have been holding on to for years, and that affects his relationships with other people. That's what he needs to learn to forgive. And most importantly, forgive himself, because we're very hard on ourselves, and especially men. I feel like a lot of them, they just have this, you know, because of society. That's why we have to break down the old paradigms. They have a certain idea that they think they need to be like, and if they're not, then they feel like they're just a loser or a punk or whatever. So him being an empath and being more emotional than what he leads on has caused him to have a lot of pain. So he needs to learn to forgive because he was brought up that way. That's the people around him. So it brings him a lot of confusion because he knows he wants to express himself and be real. Like everybody wants to truly be themselves, and he truly can with you, but he wants to be comfortable with himself because he can't truly be himself with you if he's not himself with himself, you know? Like, that's why a lot of times he runs from you because he knows that you see him. You see the real him, and he's not ready for that yet because he's not ready for himself yet. Then there's celebration. So this is all about ascending, like this bird's going up and just like coming into your own and really realizing that you have more power than you ever could imagine, that you are, you know, you're made from God, and we are made to create. We create our own realities. We're many gods here. You know, we have all the power in the world. So it was given to us. So it's time to celebrate this. It's time to celebrate our ascension. It's time to celebrate our spiritual growth and everything that we have. So this is what's going on. So let me pull some of the angel answers to see if we get any timelines of anything about him communicating with you. We'll see if we get that. Okay, it says a year from now. I don't think that he's going to talk to you in a year from now. I think he's going to talk to you before that. I think this is more about you guys ascending into a higher level of commitment. Because with express your love and passion and trust, I think this is more about you two being in union. You guys might be in full union by then. That's what I'm getting. And meditation brings answers. So this is all about you guys going within. You go within. Anytime you have questions, the meditation will bring answers, but I'm getting you guys will be in union in a year. That's what I'm feeling. So I think what I'm feeling is he's going to communicate with you very soon. With this 1111 card and the Two of Mirrors in reverse, it's separation, but he wants this union. I think that he's going to, once he gets done healing, I see this moving very fast. I mean, just with the Chariot here, you know, the Hunter. He's going to be coming forward very quickly. This ascension process isn't going to take him very long. So once he's really fully done healing, he's going to start speaking to you. And within a year from now, which is like most twins, you know, they're going to be in full union. So I just think that's awesome. And again, you got trust at the bottom of this deck. So you got trust twice. This is just know that even when things don't look the way you want them to look on the outside, just know that they are working. You know, there are unseen forces that are working in your favor. And this process is happening. But the longer you doubt it, the longer that the process is going to be. So just know, like, you got literally a year from now. So you guys will be in union in a year. That's what I'm truly seeing. Okay? So I think that's good to end it on, just because, like, that's beautiful. I love this. I love this energy here. You got, like, really amazing cards out of this. And he's really coming, he's ascending a lot. He's getting a lot of information. So I'm going to go ahead and send this off to you. And again, congratulations on winning. And I will be speaking with you soon. Bye.